This is the story of that one time my company identified a gender inequality issue. I had been working for this organisation for about 3 years. At this time, they'd just hired someone to fill an upper management position. He was the type of person who wanted to be seen and heard, going around to each section giving introductory speeches and sending out emails on Friday afternoons with stories about his life. Even though he wasn't the head of the organisation, he wanted to make big changes, which included tackling the gender inequality issue within the organisation. According to him, the main contributors were the science and technology sectors. He decided to have a meeting with each section outlining what he was planning to do. He would introduce a special task force within the HR department. Up to 2 members from this task force would sit in on all interviews to make sure that A, the section conducting the interview didn't prioritise men, and B, come up with their own conclusions on who they think the right candidate is based on the candidate's attitude. At the interview, the manager of the hiring section could only bring along one other to the interview selection panel. To give you better context, I was working in the software development part of the IT section. Despite working within the same organisation, we acted like a consultancy service provider to other sections. This meant that the client section would provide funding for our section to cover the cost of a new developer for a fixed term. As a result, a business analyst or project manager from the funding section would normally be present at the interview to make their own assessments. The other member on the interview panel would be a technical lead developer from our section. Their job was to assess a candidate's technological skills. If the new process would come into place, this would mean that the manager would not be able to bring along a technical lead, as the clients must come first. While we did have managers who worked their way up from a technical background, there was no guarantee that the manager in our section would always be technical. During the presentation, a person from the IT section pointed out that there weren't many female candidates applying for IT jobs to begin with. The higher-ups' response to that was, "If that is true, then this organisation will sponsor scholarships for women to enter the field of IT." That never happened, by the way. In the end, the higher-up decided to create a focus group, made up of various employees at different levels to tackle the gender inequality issue. I remember seeing a statement coming out from the focus group from a female member saying that she'd rather see candidates employed for their skill set rather than their gender. After a period of time went by, no changes were made, which was good for IT. Our section hired people based on skills and experience. It was never based on gender. Some sections just attract specific genders more than others. For example, our administration section was comprised of 90% women, and it was almost as large as the IT section, which was perfectly fine according to our company. So to wrap this up, I agree with the focus group. As a female programmer, I prefer to be selected for a position based on my skill set and experience, rather than my gender. And I prefer to see new recruits coming in with a background in programming that can be extended or built upon. It just makes it easier and less stressful for all involved. And that has been my reflection on gender inequality in IT. Please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you like this type of content. This is Micro, logging out.